So now that you know how important APIs are, let's upgrade our first AI automation by including an AI avatar that will deliver the motivational messages into our inbox. In order to do that, I'm using an application called Tavos. Now, for most applications, n8n would have an inbuilt node. If there's no inbuilt node inside n8n, then the best way to connect to those external applications is by using the HTTP request node. So I'm going to show you exactly how to connect to other applications that don't have inbuilt nodes inside n8n. So let's come back into our n8n canvas. Like I mentioned, you want to include a personalized AI avatar that will be delivering the messages into our inbox. So what we want to do here is select the plus button in between our AI agents node and our Gmail node. And what we are interested in here is the HTTP request node. Okay, I'm just going to select HTTP and then I'm going to click on HTTP request. Okay, as you can see, there are certain fields that need to be populated inside our HTTP request node. We need to populate the method, the URL, authentication. We need to send some query parameters, some headers, some body. So let me show you exactly how you can do this. We are using an application called Tavos to generate the personalized AI avatars. Okay, so the first thing to do when you get into Tavos is to really create an API key. Okay, so you need to go to platform.tavos.io/dev/API-keys. It will bring you to this page. You first need to obviously create an account if you don't have an account set up already. And then when you get into this page, what you have to do is you need to click on create new key. So once you click on create new key, you need to give your key a name. So you can say motivational API. Since I have a series of keys created already, I'm just giving it a name, and then you click on create key. So once you have your key, just keep that key safe, store it somewhere because you don't need to share your key with anybody. Now, the next step is to go through the Tavos API documentation, specifically the API reference. So what we are interested in is basically the ability to generate videos, right? So when you come into the API reference, you just have to scroll down to generate video. Now, I always say that when it comes to AI automations, it's just a matter of like having the ability to connect to external applications really well. And so if you really understand how to read these API reference documentation, then you're already ahead of the curve, because like that's really what automation is about. Okay, so let's click on generate video, and under generate video, you can just really read through what this documentation says. Okay, so it's basically saying that this endpoint generates a new video using a replica and either a script or an audio file. We already have our script that has already been generated from our AI agent node. So what we really need here is just the ability to generate the video for us. Okay, and in terms of required fields, it would tell you in the documentation that the replica ID is a required field, the script is a required field, and the audio file is a required field. Let me explain what the replica ID is for a second. So you come into the Tavos platform, you see all these videos. So all these videos are what they call replicas. Okay, so you can see that they have an ID to them. So these are the replica IDs. So depending on which avatar you want to use, you can decide on what replica ID you want to use. Okay, we're just going to go with a default, which is this one. I'm going to come back into generate video, and then inside generate video, you can also see that there's a curl code here. This makes your life really easy. Okay, you don't need to figure out how do I write this code, how do I import it. It's already done here for you. So all you want to do is click on copy, and then you come back into our n8n, and then inside n8n, you would see this import curl icon. Just click on that and then paste. Now, there are important things you need to note, okay? We need to first put in our API keys. Remember that we need to put in the API keys that was created initially, and then we don't want to change the background URL. We're just going to keep everything as default. In terms of the script, we are just going to be using the output from the previous step, which is the AI agent node, and then you can decide to rename the video name. Okay, I'm just going to keep it as default. Now, the next step is once you generate the video, you want to now get the video, right? So what we really want to do here is click on the plus button. Having used AI tools to generate videos, I know that there's always a wait time. Okay, so I'm going to put a wait node in between the generate video and then the next node. So I'm just going to say, let's just wait for about 2 minutes. I believe 2 minutes is enough time to generate the video. And then we're going to add an HTTP request node here. And what this HTTP request node is doing is that it's going to be getting the video from Tavos once it's been generated. So I'm going to come back again into Tavos. We're going to go into the API documentation, and we want to just copy the curl code for the guest video endpoint. And inside here, I'm going to click on import curl, and then I'm going to upload. Okay. Now for the API key, you just want to use the same API key you used in the previous step. So let's copy this, and then let's just paste it in here. So this is basically gonna get the video for us, right? But what we are interested in is that once the video has been generated and everything, we just want to have the ability to download a video. Okay. So the output of our get video, it's gonna be a series of things. So let's come back into our tables documentation. So it's telling us that this is the output you're gonna be getting if this step is successful. You're going to be getting a video ID, you're gonna get a video name, you're gonna get status, you're gonna get data, you're gonna get script, you're also gonna get a download URL. The download URL is really what you're interested in. I'm gonna come in here. You can see that it's asking for a video ID, but you wouldn't be able to get a video ID without executing the previous node, okay? So let's just execute this for now, and let's just get a video ID. Once we get a video ID, we're going to drag it in here, right? The video ID has been created, and this video ID is what we need for our next step, okay? Because there's a wait node in here, it's just taking a while. But once this wait node completes, we'll be able to get a video ID. Okay, so our video ID is here. So all we're going to do is we're going to drag this video ID in here. Make sure that there are no spaces. And then what we are going to do is let's also rename this one and call it get video. Okay. So if we should run this right now, what we are expecting to see as per the documentation is to get the download URL, because the download URL is what we need in the next step. Because once it's posted in the cloud and we want to download it first and then attach it to our Gmail. Okay. So let's come back in here. And then let's execute the step. Okay. Okay, as you can see, our video has been generated for us. We have a download URL and we have the hosted URL and we also have the stream URL. So if I should copy this stream URL and I put it in my browser, you'd see the video generated for us.
Morning, today's packed with possibility. Believe in your power to create good things. Go make it happen.
Okay, so you see that this video has been generated for us. So what we are interested in is we're going to drag the download URL. The Gmail failed because obviously we didn't pass in the data correctly. We need to first download the video we got since it's hosted in the cloud. And then inside here, we're just going to drag the download URL. Okay. And then we're going to add the download URL as an attachment. We're going to get a binary file. So the binary file is what we're going to add in here as an attachment. Okay. Just want to make sure that you still have the correct data and everything. So I'm going to drag this in here. We are dragging the output from the AI agents node. We've added in additional steps. So you want to make sure that you are updating the various links so that it doesn't fail again. Okay. All right. So we have everything ready to go now. If I should execute this entire workflow, you'd see that an email will be sent to us. So I'm just going to click on execute. Okay, so as you can see, the message was sent and the video has been attached to my email.